do battle, friends. If you got Riddles, give me a 1. If you got Big D, give me a 2. I need to know. I need to know where everybody's hearts and minds are right now, because it is about to be a slobber knocker, to say the least. Loser semis, let's get things started.
All right, let's go ahead and lock it in, my friends. I'm excited for this one, right? A Canadian Clash, that's right. Get the maple leaves and that syrup up ready. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. All right, no platforms. Now, historically, both of these two types of characters, you know, they kind of like stages with no platforms. Okay, you ain't gonna hide from this pain. Ice Climbers in the past for slightly different reasons, but still a character to be feared nonetheless. And good Lord, nobody with a hammer in Tekken, I'll put it that way.
Yeah,
Kazuya don't know what the hell to do.
Exactly. He said, listen, this is, I don't know what part of the world this is, but ain't nobody give me a roadmap. It's hard to have a map or a plan against Big D for sure. That Ice Climber is so good at just kind of imposing his will, and really interesting to see sometimes that, you know, Kazuya really getting put on the back foot, usually used to applying all the pressure himself, but Ice Climbers, it does dictate you play the game a little bit differently. Same could be said for Kazuya, but he is struggling right now to get back to the stage. Let's see.
He is. He just, unfortunately enough, there's a lot of times where Kazuya has to stay stationary, and his movement options on the way in pretty telegraphed. We're going to see kind of Big D lean into what he used earlier, where you just kind of hold shield and wait for him to make the mistake first, intangible or not. But it doesn't last forever. Neither does that first stock right here. Riddles right now bleeding out a little bit, but as we've seen in games prior, one conversion should be able to bring this thing back, dropping the leg on him. Out to the magnifying glass we go, but it's going to take more than that.
I was going to say, well, there's a little bit more for you. I was going to say.
Don't play with me.
If at first you don't succeed, Real said, I'm going to try again, and able to come up with that first stock. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, just dashing, smoothing back a little bit. Big D, the combination, so good.
That's right. And I like that too, man. Riddle's just kind of letting them know, I'm not afraid of you. I know what you can do, but I got to get up close and personal and impose my will. Now, I know you're waiting for me to go for God Fist, but I also have that standing jab too. You know, frame 6, pretty quick option. If I can use it to maybe check your temperature, you might think twice before approaching me haphazardly. Oh, somebody's getting choked. Oh, what the hell?
Hold up.
Somebody's getting choked up.
Everybody caught a stray on that one. Good Lord,
Don't air the club out.
He is not playing around right now.
Woo, woo.
Oh no, to the Lord have mercy. He said, you know what? I'm going to personally escort you to Hell's Gate this time.
That's right.
Take a walk with me.
That's right. And we're walking. And this is where you'll be sleeping, right here in this lava pit.
And to the left, you can see Dante's Inferno.
That's right.
Burning as hot as ever.
That's right. Very, very hot.
Sheesh.
Wow. Riddles said, I got something to say about it. He's saying it in a big way. He said, you might be the best in the West, so I'm just the best in Canada all across the board, man. I'm about to show you why. So let's see what Big D's going to do for the adjustments. Now, this is the marking of a top player right here. It's not about how you get beat up. It's how you adjust. Yeah. So I'm curious to see what it's going to be, because we know how these matchups work on paper, the ICs versus the fighting game characters, but it doesn't matter how it goes on the paper mathematically. You have to apply it physically. Curious to see what Big D's going to do to adjust right here. Early with the hammers. 34%. You would have thought they had some intangible fighting game combos.
All right, well, nonetheless, I mean, obviously we already know good showing from Big D in this matchup on the winner side of things, but you know, that's the thing about your run back. When you get your run back, you get back, you kind of approach it a little bit differently, and you can definitely see that's what Riddles is trying to do. Using that beam, nice, clear out some space, get back to the stage safely. Just trying to get through this ice wall.
That's the hard part, man. Yeah, depending on how you approach, you're going to run into it. So very smart, counting his steps a little bit more carefully. He knows Kazuya, again, a much more stationary character for the most part, and proving exactly why, yeah, I'm out of here. He said, up tilt lasts a million years. I have no business being up close and personal on the Ice Climbers when up tilt is afoot. I'm backing off. Rage, unfortunately, has left the building. Laser cannot be used as a way to get them off the ledge. And again, that back air so safe and so strong, being piloted to efficiency. Big D taking no prisoners right now. This is looking good.
None whatsoever. You're talking about looking good, man. He's looking great.
Yes, sir.
And after that first game, obviously, you don't want to let that kind of be a catalyst to Riddles going on some sort of absolute terror, some sort of spree. That's not being the case. A very evenly fought game right here in the second exchange. Oh my goodness, but ain't nothing even about that percent real quick.
No, sir.
Like I said, Ice Climbers puts it on with the best of them for sure. Kazuya trying to weave his way through. Let's see.
He's trying.
Openings not coming too easily at the moment, Rod.
No, it's most certainly not. He's bobbing and weaving. Unfortunately, he's just catching a lot of jabs. Okay, smart on him to hold shield that time. And yes, you forgot about me. You forgot about me. Sending one sky high. But I got the hammer. I got the toolie for you, my boy.
I'm telling you, man. Popo in the cut. That's a scary sight. But
yes, sir.
Out the cut we go. Into the last stock we arrive. Who is going to take this second game? Riddle's trying to go up 2-0. Big D a much-needed win to keep things even. Let's see.
That's right. He's doing a much more solid job at keeping Riddles off his feet. That last game stayed on solid ground too much, and I get it on the Ice Climbers' behalf. It makes sense. A lot of the most dangerous moves in the game come from them, man, at least when it comes to putting on percent and what's plus on shield. They have a lot of options in that regard, but when it comes to percent being put on, sometimes you need to back off a little bit. This laser getting it done. Riddles letting it sing, nigga! Letting it sing!
Oh, Lord have mercy. All them beams, bro. I said 1, I said 2, I said 3, I said 4.
Good
Get
Lord.
your ass up out the door.
Up out of here indeed. Packed him up real nicely and shipped him back to Vancouver. He said, "Yeah, out of here, my boy.
That's different,
Don't play
bro.
with me."
Riddles was looking real different on that one.
Right.
Committed to getting that stock by any means necessary. Those deep snipes paying off. And Riddles is up 2-0.
2-0. Now, like we said before, it doesn't matter what it says on paper mathematically. All that matters is how you play this character, and Riddles proving just that here. Okay, nice. Wrong one, bro. No, I got you.
Wrong one, bro.
Okay, nice. Love that down. Whoa, holy shoot. Now, we've seen this happen in the last game. Big D opens up big, and for good reason.
Yeah.
Kazi needs to get up close and personal, and a lot of those combos, if he whiffs, a lot of it stays close to the body. So if you whiff anything, Big D's going to be here on the punish. Yes, you got the crumple on one. You forgot about me, bro.
True. Oh, nice.
Yes.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Big D.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
wow. The
Come here.
back air attempt getting completely L'd out. This is, oh, my Lord.
Okay.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Oh, yeah, he said, how about this? You're going up to the top, baby, but not the way you think. Okay, gets the K off the top. Yes, the up airs are coming through here. Now, this is where Big D seems to shine a little bit.
Yeah.
When he has you Oh, okay. You know what? Big brain option, getting ready. One of the Ice Climbers.
Oh, no.
Whoa. Okay, got this. Oh, that's
okay.
safe. Wait, what we doing with it?
Yeah, we're both making it back on that one. But I'll tell you what, this is not a situation that Popo ever wants to find themselves in.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
He said, you need to call your family, all right? You know you ain't got no business out here by yourself in these streets. Okay, back to the ledge, hanging out. Smart on him, facing the wrong way, and unfortunately enough, double the hitboxes to hit. That means double the Ice Climber to get caught in this electric. You in some trouble. Okay, now, unfortunately enough for Big D, forced to approach just a little bit more, given the percent and the stock differential. That's exactly the game that Riddles wants you to play. Please approach me aggressively so I can toss out something intangible and ruin your entire life.
Okay. Much needed stock. Trying to find it. Big D really struggling to put Riddles away.
Oh, God.
And got to do it with 2 climbers as well, Rod. You cannot afford to go it alone, but you might not even have a chance at that. Riddles gets the get back in a 3-0 in dominant fashion to move into losers finals.
That's
wow.
right. Wow.
Incredible stuff.
I did not expect it to wrap up like that here, friends. I was for sure we were going to get a best of 5, just again, given the matchup spread with those 2 characters. But Riddles said all I had to do was dig deep, crunch some mental numbers, and pack you up real nicely right there, man. Great stuff to Riddles. Of course, phenomenal showing from Big D always, man. Again, doing it for the dirty 30-year-olds out there. There is still hope for us, like they said on Twitter. Riddles said, man, this is a young man's game, and he proved them why.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I mean, kudos to all involved in that one, man. Such a good contest for sure. And, you know, it's got to feel really good for Riddles because anytime you're afforded the opportunity to kind of, get a run back against the person who put you in losers, it's a really good feeling when you're able to come out on top. And definitely a kind of like a feeling that you're going to want, you know what I'm saying, going into a very hard losers finals.
No doubt.
Because your reward for beating Big D is a match against Spargo.
That's very,
who,
very
to your
true.
credit, at Summit, you were able to defeat. No doubt about that. But that doesn't mean it's going to get any easier.
No, it most certainly is a completely different tournament. I mean, we've had a full week to lab matchups to figure things out, to look at the VODs. Of course, big shout out to BTS. Our hearts is definitely out there with the entire staff and the production. I think
Hearts in the chat for BTS,
hearts
man.
in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Still subscribe, damn it, if you have to. Just hit the sub button. I don't know what happens, but do it.
What I love about BTS is they've, continued to fulfill their commitments that they had prior to the announcement, this tournament being one of them. Certainly appreciate that wonderful staff still over there. Wish them nothing but the best. But we got 2 of the best in the building right now, dueling right now, Rod, for an opportunity to go against MK Leo in grand finals. Spargo falling a little bit short in that game 5 to him in winners finals, and immediately I note that he's going with the Aegis. I'm not surprised about this, because if I can direct your attention back to Summit,
I'm listening.
Felt like the Aegis was a little bit more accommodating than the Cloud was when they did square off, once he did switch over to Aegis. So right from the jump, gonna bring out Aegis, very polished and trained, but look at these parry shouts to Chaozo. I don't see too many people that do it like him, but that was clean.
That was certainly clean right there, man. Maybe a sign of what's to come. You got to watch how you swing, especially if you're a swordy. Now, I do know Pyra and Mythra comprises some slightly different ingredients, especially Mythra. You know, she's very quick, so sometimes she doesn't quite feel like a sortie. But, you know, your hitboxes kind of large and in charge and very telegraphed. If I can read those and I'm Kazuya, you might be in some trouble.
There you go.
Out to the magnifying glass we go. Laser beam on him. Oh, my goodness. You ain't coming back to his left. Not if Pyra got anything to say about it.
Yeah, definitely clashing. Let's see if Spargo, obviously going to know when to go in, push these combo strings for sure, but at the same time, against this Kazuya, maybe keep a little bit of distance when it does apply as well. And yeah, that's kind of what I mean right there. Just goes in with a burst option, that dash attack, but getting met with nothing but destruction.
All right, looks like the destruction is not stopping right here, but possibly on the opposite end. Now, again, we have seen how strong Riddles is on solid ground, but I can't lie. When he's up in that air, he is in some real trouble. Kazuya don't know anything about the air game, but we got to get him back on the solid ground here and fast, because stuff like this happens. Spargo just knows how to turn one hit into many hits, and his execution, especially when he switches in those strings from Mythra to Pyra, feels second to none.
Yeah, Spargo with that little drop zone, able to take off that stock.
Hey,
but obviously understanding this one could be in a little bit of jeopardy too.
Oh,
he takes a big swing. Could it be costly? No, not going to be able to get the KO, but Riddles still trying to position himself in a very good spot to not let this lead get too out of hand.
That's right. Got to try to keep it as close as humanly possible right here, and it's tough because, I mean, these two right here, they ain't humans. These is gods we're talking about on the stick. So
feels like it.
Yeah.
This top three just absolute littered with talent. Oh, big swing.
Okay, parry in the corner, but that's okay, though. That back air, very big. Sometimes you can just close your eyes.
Did you
close your eyes and just throw it out.
Hold on now, Riddles.
Whoa.
I ain't never, ever seen you act like this.
Damn.
That was swaggy.
That was
swaggy.
Yes, I'm sponsored for a reason. Let me let the world know real quick. Don't play around with me. Do not play around with me. Proceed with caution 100% right now. And I got the meter on deck. I got to toss this rage around sooner or later. And Spargo, of course, certainly on high alert, but I'd rather be on high alert than life alert. I'll put it that way.
That's facts on facts. Let's see. Hold on now. Starting to chip into this lead. Spargo got to play so carefully.
Okay, now that backer, of course, taking no prisoners.
Oof.
Okay, the auto turnaround certainly helping him out here, just trying to figure out how he's going to hit him with that standing jab, that flash punch combo. One of his quicker options up close too, same with that up air. But Spargo, of course, not giving him the luxury of jumping over him, and what the heck? What the what?
Yeah, no luxury being afforded there, as Riddle's just going to drift into the abyss, unable to make it back to the stage, and Spargo going to take game number one. Really agree with this choice from Spargo to start out with Aegis again. Felt like it performed a lot better when they did clash, even in a losing effort last week at Summit.
Sure. Yeah, I like his utilization, too, of back here. I got to really give it to Riddles. I'm so glad that, you decided to kind of expound on that interaction on the left side of the stage there. Back here, I feel like at times could be a bit of an underutilized option, and I mean that just for the opposite side of the opponents. They just sometimes forget that that is a thing. Kazuya isn't just all strings.
Yeah.
He has some very strong straight hits. That back air being super safe on shield and very big, friends. Go home after this match and look at the hitbox in that move. If you close your eyes and toss it out, you hit half the room.
You know what I'm seeing right here, Rod? I'm seeing a little Bantam mindset right now, switching characters even in a W. But hold on now.
Wait up.
I don't know if that would have happened to Bantam. I'm sorry, Spargo. I don't know if that would have happened to Bantam.
I don't think so. Packing his ass up right there. Gonna go for the falling upper into the downer. Just good stuff in the corner right now. Forwarder, of course, the looming threat of that, whether it hits early or late, is enough to make you think twice how you recover. But it's that back here. There it is. A little off the mark. Get that forwarder out of here. Get it. Get it out of here.
All right.
Okay, now this is a luxury you do have if you are a sortie. Even if you do get parried, there's a good chance that you're longer than your opponent where the parry won't even matter.
Nice, good catch from Spargo. Rocky start, Rob, but definitely cleaning it up with that quick removal of the stock. Going for this pressure right now.
Okay,
yeah, nice. And there's those up Bs you're always looking for.
That's right. I'm glad he's using them right here. I feel like this is a much better character to do him against. MKLeo, of course, you're playing against Pyra and Mythra. Mythra specifically has a lot of great movement options. You have to work a little harder for that. Kazuya, unfortunately enough, a little bit more stationary. So up be out of shield, let him swing first. He's in some trouble. Now he's glowing red right now. That could be very good for you or very, very good for him. We'll see which one wants it more.
Spargo not shying away from putting on that pressure, especially he got Kazuya off stage.
Okay. Down air.
Spargo taking some big swings, not coming up with anything. Now on kind of the opposite end. Oh, I love that fair. Get back super aggressively. Now you got the limit. Might be able to close this one out, or at the very least make that recovery a little bit easier.
That's right, but fortunate enough due to that flash punch right there from Riddles, forcing him off stage, and smart on him to utilize his resources. Okay, but ain't a limit moving the world strong enough to save you from these legs, my boy. Let me show you how I move. Love this dance move right here. This is called the dash attack, my boy. We saw the rage where I'm from.
This is crazy, man. Like, the actual switch from Spargo. Oh, no! Oh, don't crumple! Don't crumple! Don't let him two-step on you!
Okay, watch how you're moving in the club. Nothing off the big boot right here. Safe option with this back here. Like I said, very safe option. Slow but safe. Okay, but what is the safe option on shield when I'm intangible?
Ooh, what is a shield if he get hit again?
Talk to him.
That thing might just crack. Okay, finally able to find those crossfires. Healthy amount of percent behind him as well. Can we land safely? Yes, we can.
Okay,
Back
nice.
to neutral we go. Oh, Spargo. Okay, yeah, he's definitely thinking, I need to put this one away as quickly as possible. Might have to take some risks.
Yeah, you might have to, man. Fortune might favor the bold right here. We'll see how it goes. Unfortunately enough right here, all it takes is one conversion to really bring Riddles back into this and to close this match out. The problem is that when you allow players as talented and as mentally strong as Riddles to start thinking in a match, you might be in some trouble. You better swing big. You better swing big.
I thought Spargo had him positioned perfectly. Kind of got him exactly where he wanted with the blade beam, but not able to finish it off. Gonna get another shot? Perhaps. Can he get back safely? Trying to go up 2-0. He's so close, but Riddles not gonna make it easy.
Unfortunately not. There's that back air I was talking about before. Nothing off the ledge, Trump. That's okay. I got a back air for your troubles. And I got to put myself a game on the board. Riddles was like, I made you work for it, though, didn't I?
He definitely made it work.
Worse.
Because, I mean, if you look at how that first stock unfolded, you're thinking like, bro, bring back the age just quick, fast, and in a hurry. You should have some foresight to know that ain't it.
Hold on.
But that's the thing about Spargo.
That's right.
You got a stock, you got a chance. And that young man, one of the best on the planet, able to mount the comeback and go up 2 games. Wow.
Yeah, now that is how you play.
We're going to switch again?
Okay.
It's all about a tempo. Tempo mix up. Let's see.
Nope.
Sticking with the Cloud. Okay.
I like the Cloud again. You know what? You get too close on Kazuya, you get too close on both of these two characters, you're going to really struggle for obvious reasons. But see, stuff like this happens. So you get to really showcase, just how long Cloud is in some of these early interactions, these early stocks. A lot of these like short hop nairs to mix him up. A lot of these fall away forward airs, these cross up nairs, make Kazuya think just a little bit more, keep him on his toes. Okay, kind of caught in the corner, get up attack, backing up off the ledge. Okay, forward air here this time, first hit of twin pistons, and yes, that's right, hitting him with the upper body right there.
All right, kind of a similar start to that last game. Now, we do know Spargo brought it back, but I don't know, maybe Riddle's a little bit more engaged, maybe a little bit enraged, actually, by how he let that previous game get away from him. Not going to get that spike hitbox he was looking for, but those hits from Kazuya were starting to land their mark, but here we go, Spargo. Oh, what an answer! In the face of certain death, he just laughed and took your entire stock.
Good Lord, the cherry on top, the finishing touch to a strong start right here from Spargo, keeping this one neck and neck. You said you ain't the only one that can explode right here and even up the match. I still got some tools too.
How do you even time that, bro? Just absolutely different. This kid, and look at that rod again, has assumed the lead. Oh, a big time force. That's a stock.
Okay.
That is a stock, and he seldomly goes for those force matches, Rod, but when he does, they got a pretty high success rate.
That's right. Now, some of Kazuya's aerial's pretty safe on the way down, but he knows he's off of his feet here. It's probably going to be a panic option. Let me just have this F smash on already. It lasts a million years, and it's the only 3-hit F smash in the business. You're going to be in some trouble, bro.
Yeah, you kind of get a sense that Spargo trying to avenge what happened last week at Summit when these two faced off, trying desperately to get that rematch with MKLeo. That just happened only like, 30 minutes or so ago.
Yes, sir.
A lot of things on the line for Spargo, including this game, as Riddles puts it down to that final stock, trying to keep his bracket run alive. But does he have one more last gasp in him, Rod?
We're going to have to see right now because I'm still glowing. That's going to go for the 2 hits, not elected to go for the flash punch combo. Quick frame 6 option, just checking his temperature, seeing what he's going to go for. We should see a lot more God Fist come out because we're seeing a lot safer approaches right here from Spargo. A lot of these back airs, again, hard for Kazuya to work around, but if you're intangible, then who the hell cares? Back air is going to close it out in a 3-0 finish. Spargo, I'm already out of my seat. Please shake my hand, sir.
There it is, man. Set him up, send him out. Spargo not playing around. You got a feeling that he really wants this rematch against MKLeo, and damn it, he just earned it. Decimating Riddles with a 3-0. Good effort from Riddles. Made a hell of a run and loses himself.
Sure.
But it was not meant to be. Third place, your destiny today. And I'll tell you, at a tournament this stack, that's nothing to be ashamed of.
No, absolutely not. And I get it, man. The fighting game characters, they are strong in the areas that they are strong, but there are some areas where they're really going to struggle at. And I feel like Cloud, of a lot of the sorties, I mean, really all the sorties in the game are pretty much okay versus Kazuya, but Cloud just kind of has really just that cherry on top, that finishing touch, whatever you want to call it. He has that thing that fall away forward air, those cross-up nairs, that back air. You would think on paper, if I swing too big up close on Kaiju, I'm going to get electric.
Yeah.
Not if this back air got anything to say about it. This is very, very safe. Intangible or not, I'm okay, bro. Yeah.
I'm okay, and I think Spargo is as well. I mean, guys, if you thought Winners Finals was insane, I can only imagine what they have in store for Grand Finals. And I almost feel like, you know what I'm saying, like something of this level.
Sure.
Rod, something of this magnitude.
Yep.
Something of this prestige.
I'm listening.
It needs a little bit more incentive, you know
Talk
what I'm saying?
to 'em, I said
is it
talk to
time?
'em.
Is it time to
It's
let
time.
the people know what our friends at Fresh Cut are delivering? How about an extra $2,500 for the pot? How about that? How's that sound? That sound good with you? That sounds great, because that's what they're doing right now, adding another $2,500 to this pot just off the generosity of their good hearts and the fact that they really do want to invest and show love to the Smash community. Let's get some W's in the chat for Fresh Cut. One of the, I mean, just really a blessing to the scene in a time where we need a lot of blessings, a lot of goodwill, a lot of good favor. They are definitely helping bring us back up, and we appreciate yo, man. Shout out to Fresh Cut. Download the app.
Download
Stop
it.
playing with me.
It's simple. You know
It's
what?
right there,
Let me
bro.
show him.
It's right there,
Let me
bro.
show him that I'm not faking.
Come on, man. I'm gonna show you too.
Let me show him
Hold
I'm
on
not
now.
faking. I got it.
Okay,
an
hold
account.
on. That's Bumble, man. You want to show
Oh, my bad.
Hold on.
That
I'm
was
looking out for you,
tender.
brother. Hold on.
Thank you.
There
You
go.
pull yours up.
Now
Pull it up.
that's Fresh Cut.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
Fresh Cut.
I tender pulled up.
Just for the record.
My bad.
I look up for you.
Yes, you saved my life.
Come on, man. You know what we do.
There's a lot of empty messages in there. Can
Okay.
I get a reply?
Listen, do you know where you are? They clutching their purses. See you.
Right. Don't play with me. There's my account right here, all right? I ain't got no followers yet. But I'm working on it, goddamn.
Where you at, Rodney? I'm about to be your first follower,
You know
bro.
what?
I got
Can we
you,
talk
bro.
about it, man?
Come on, man. What's it called, man?
Rodney Conyers Jr. man.
I'm finding you, man.
Ted, look,
finding
man.
you.
Up. All right. Turn it up for Fresh Cut right here, man, because they're turning it up for us in a big way. This is exactly what we need right here in the Smash community. As we see, man, we had a rough ending to, 2022, but 2023, there's a lot of light at the end of our tunnel right now. Fresh Cut is proving exactly why.
I am having such a great time. Again, too, if you want some additional stuff for you in the chat, you the viewer, download the Fresh Cut app. Head over to EEVSU on the app. That's my page. Leave a comment on my last video. We're picking 15 people to give away Amazon gift cards to, so you could be one of them. I have no hand in that. That'll be the fine folks at Fresh Cut, but I wish you all the best of luck.
Hey, shout out to my boy 24K, man. Hit me with the follow, man. That's the GOAT right there.
That's the GOAT right
Don't
there,
know what
man.
we got to do, but we got to get his ass to some tournaments,
I'm
too,
going to tell you right now, when
I'm
he hit
listening.
me up for that ad that they did, I love that ad, by the way. He was like, I got an idea for you. I said, say less, bro. If you got the idea, you got me.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it,
Chef's
man.
kiss.
Put together some real good and creative, and that's what we want out of the community. You want to show up these creative minds, you know what I'm saying? You want to have a lot of fun, even with the sponsorships, right? You want to obviously approach it with a level of seriousness,
Sure.
but always want to have some fun about it, too. You know, Smash is meant to be fun, community's fun, and our players are elite and very talented. I'm glad Fresh Cut was able to dump an extra $2,500 to this pot, because these two Titans,
Now, what is up with the northern part of this damn country walking around with swords, man?
I'm not really sure,
No,
bro.
first Jet, now Arbiter. Put the sword up. I'm scared.
I got something for you, man.
Right? Don't play with me.
It don't swing.
Oh, yeah, man. Put it up, bro. I feel like we can hear him through the headset.
That's because we can, man.
Damn. This young man don't need a mic. I tell you what, man, I wish I had the leash on commentary that, as long of a leash on commentary as Arbiter does, man. I was listening to that block earlier, and I said, this is Arbiter in peak form right now. He's turning it up.
He was having a good time, man.
He
I
was
always
having a
love when
ball.
the players, the casters, the staff,
Sure.
the viewers, everybody having a good time. It really does make for an amazing event, and I don't think anybody's going to argue. Major Upset has definitely fallen into that category. Let's go.
Let's get it.
It's Grand Finals.
Let's go.
The crowd is live. You hear the Major Upset's chants. They are going crazy.
Okay, and as we open up this match right here, there's those up specials I was talking about that I wanted to see in their earlier interaction coming out right now to show themselves. Don't let him jump around on you for free. Even if you miss, let him know that you're going to have to think a little bit more when you approach with these nairs, all right?
That's what it is.
Okay, we looking Chris right now, very good. Okay, gonna go for the up special, trying to keep this thing as close as humanly possible.
Yep.
Yeah, get off that top platform. Ain't enough room up here for both of us.
If you guys didn't get an opportunity to see the amazing showdown that they had in Winners Finals, went all the way to game number 5, but Leo did take it pretty convincingly.
He did.
So clearly Spargo looking to avenge that loss and then some, has to win 2 sets in Grand Finals to claim the tournament over MK Leo.
It's going to be certainly a daunting task right here because you got to do it not once but twice.
Yep.
And I mean, there's a very small list of players who have been able to do that there on MK Leo. But as long as you're swinging that back air to peak efficiency, you might be okay right there. first stock goes to Spargo. And in the way that we've seen him in game, or the first time they played in Winners Finals, that back air in the corner, the Pyra and Mythra, they're going to struggle just a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing about Spargo, the game plan tends to be, let me just get this guy off stage and just get so much damage from that. Look at this pressure coming in, using the Blade Beam to kind of clear a bit of a path, a bit of a runway. But Leo trying to put him back in check. Let's see. These meaty hitboxes of Pyra, having no effect. I mean,
okay,
really just can't find a hit to save his life at the moment.
He's really struggling, man. Speaking of not being able to find hits, kind of missed him right there on that drift back on that up, be back down, man.
Yeah.
That was very smart. Great situation awareness right here from Spargo, getting the most
Oh,
mileage out of this stock. Oh, my goodness. Can't say
Lord.
the same for MK Leo off stage. A rinse and repeat from Winners Finals, Phil. Again, Leo off stage. He's in some trouble.
Yeah, he carved him up like a turkey on Thanksgiving, man.
Talk to him, huh?
He said they ain't dry in this household.
That's
Go
right,
ahead, boy. I said, go on, boy.
Talk to him.
I got something to say now.
That's right. I'm listening, but I'm turning you up in the booth. Turn him up, man. This boy is spitting.
I'm saying Leo needs to turn it up himself. He is getting absolutely obliterated at the moment, man. Spargo's definitely coming into this grand finals with something to prove.
That's right.
And this game one certainly setting the tone.
No doubt, man. Getting manhandled and mangled right here. MK Leo all smiles down there in that little box, understanding, yeah, I'm whiffing her a lot. I'm making some mistakes right here, and Spargo is opening me up right now. Christmas Day. There's the back end. What the?
Oh,
what
my.
What the?
Somebody told me that nair stinks now. I can't tell.
I can't tell.
I can't tell.
I can't tell.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Phil, I can't tell.
Wow. That is what we call a statement game. And Spargo, and just so stoic even in his victories, right? Like no emotion on the face. You know, he's really got that Kobe mindset, like job not finished yet. You know what I'm saying? Job not done yet.
They ain't done
yet. You know what I'm saying? We still got a little bit more to do.
Can't celebrate too early.
But we started off well.
We started out well. Let's bring it home right here. I mean, you still got a whole nother set to work with, but you got to put your best foot forward. And damn it, he did that in that game one in a very dominant way. Okay, yeah, there it is. He knows, again, that Nair is the strongest opener right there in Mythra's toolkit. I think shortly after that would be possibly dash attack, depending on the level of opponent. But he knows as long as he keeps short hop nairing, let him overextend it. There is such a thing on Mythra as quick as she is. I'm going to turn around every time, go for F-tilt or normal cross slash right there to make him pay for it. Uh-oh. No more Mythra, though. It's Pyra. She said, I'm here early this time.
No doubt about it.
I heard ladies get in free early, man. I'm here for it.
That's what it is. I will say, to the credit of Leo, this is actually a tremendously good start because it was, oh my goodness, that down smash actually just sending. And this is exactly what Spargo wants to do, right? He wants to keep Pyra Mythra off stage and just punish accordingly, gets the back here. But I was going to say, it's a good start for Leo in the fact that he didn't get overwhelmed, right? Like, look at this, 130 on Spargo. This shouldn't take too much effort to close out the stock. He's going to have to look for a big hit from Pyra. But Spargo, he might play it pretty tight, not one to just give up free hits.
Oh, 100%, man. Gonna have to make him work for it here just a little bit more. And yes, Spargo right now just in peak form. I mean, of course, played really well in Winners Finals, but of course, playing with something to prove right now. There's more of these up specials out of shield. And this is exactly what I was talking about before. This is a sign that MK Leo might be approaching and just oversending a little too much. And Spargo says, I know your moves. I know how you get down out here in these streets. If you approach improperly, I got the options on the coverage for you.
Good snipe.
He should be, get done. You're done.
Unless he had limit, he had no shot at making that one back. So let us find out. Obviously going to try and open up these combos with either a dash attack or a nair. Let's see which one Leo's going to be able to find. If Spargo's going to give him any. Okay, well, switching up a little bit on me. Okay. I'm not mad at it.
That's right, man.
Nice, that parry. Remember, those parries were very instrumental in that Winners Final set that we saw a lot of parries, create a lot of big openings for MK Leo. Didn't see too much of that in game number one, if any. Trying to get back to those winning ways.
And it makes sense, too, for a character like Mythra as well. So I get that parry up close. I'm just quick enough right there to get up close and personal and go for the punishment. Cloud's hitboxes, very large and in charge, but sometimes to his own detriment right there. Knocking it down to build you back up, to knock you back down again. MK Leo taking him sky high at 130%. Not the biggest lead in the world, but you know what, though? You'll take whatever you can get versus Spargo.
Well, that's kind of just showing, like, even at a detriment, why this character is so deadly. Really, her biggest comeback mechanic is the fact that whoever's piloting her has a solid neutral. Very strong neutral, great awareness in the punish game to boot. Leo hitting all the check marks and hitting nothing but Spargo in the last 30 seconds of this contest.
Oh, yeah, 100%, man. Another dash attack. I was just getting ready to talk about that, too. We've seen how powerful dash attack was for MK Leo versus Spargo in their first outing, especially when Spargo wanted to get a little bit more back air happy. Now we're starting to see it the other way around. He knows that Leo might land with like Nair is a really good option, and same with forward air as well, too.
Wow!
Funky read!
Oh, my goodness, bro. Talk about having the foresight, Leo. And just completely changing this game into his favor. He dominates game number two. If you had any reservations, any thoughts or concerns if he was going to stick with Aegis throughout the entirety of this tournament, that game should have solidified it for you, bro. At the blink of an eye, he can shift things around into his favor.
100%, man. And we've seen that with Spargo back in Winners Finals too, man. Remember, a lot of those opening early exchanges, a lot of the momentum in those early outings kind of went to the favor of MKLeo, but all that matters was that Achilles heel that both of their two characters representatives, both of them two share off stage. That off-stage presence, when they're dishing out the damage, strongest characters on stage it feels, but when they have to get back, it feels like they're grasping for straws, bro. So with this in mind, Spargo digging deep, but MKLeo digging just slightly deeper. Yes, here it is, and more up specials. I love this right now. He knows you're getting a little too close, man. Hands off the cape, my boy.
There you go.
Okay, looking good here on top of that platform. You might want to move. I ain't just any old sortie, for God's sakes. Okay, I'm Cloud. I can get up there and quick.
That's facts. Two of the best sorties in the game, dueling it out. Grand finals being piloted by two of the best in the game. What more could you ask for?
Okay, that's right. You can't hang out at the ledge for long. I like that too.
Oh,
We've seen it with the
wow.
Mythra earlier. A lot of the down tilts to try to reset you. Yes, but the blazing in with Pyra taking no prisoners in that corner. EE, I love the precision from Leo every time. It feels like he's like a robot, man. He just barely misses that.
You're seeing a lot of punishes on the air dodges, right? You're seeing some punishes on the spot dodges. You're obviously seeing the use of foresight and parries to help create openings to get combos started. Leo has really just kind of reshifted and turned up the gear since game number 1, where Spargo, was able to easily dispatch of him. But no, this last game and this game, it has been a complete shift. And let's see if we can get back safely. Gonna go super low. Yeah, why not?
Hey, another nair, that's right. He knows you keep going for these nairs. I'm gonna let you keep overextending. I got back air, dash attack, whatever the case may be. If you reach, you know how the rest of that saying goes. I'm definitely about to teach right here. But at 111%, man, class might be up here soon. Spargo, let's see if we can close this one out and fast.
This is just, Leo's patience right now. That's what it is, right? Punishing, not forcing the issue, capitalizing off of everything. And we know Spargo, he loves the W key. He'll come at you full throttle. But to his detriment, we've seen thus far in this game and the last.
And with this in mind, kind of caught in this corner here, caught in a bind, if you will. Gonna go for the throw here, forcing him to the left side of the stage. A blade beam to force you to the ledge. And of course, just trying to think one step ahead right here of Leo. Even when he's caught in the corner, he's still feeling okay. But yes, Pyra not with the best options out of shield, and especially have to work around these large and in charge hitboxes. I can't stress enough how good backer is versus a good chunk of the cast here. Doesn't matter how strong of a DLC character you are. Cloud said, look, back here, I got something for you. Cross slash. Stop jumping in, bro.
I like the movement from Spargo. He's starting, he's starting to create a few more openings for himself. Not getting caught up by some of these traps Leo is going for. Nice. Again, you're seeing just the full patience. Wait for the air dodge. Punish accordingly. That's 2 times in a row. That's right. Spargo got to mix it up a little bit. Give him a different look.
Give me some diversity, man. Get ambiguous with the approach options. Make him think on his toes. Mythra, very quick character, has a lot of options on the ready for any situation. And that down tilt right now kind of being the bane of Spargo's existence, especially up close.
Oh, man. I thought he might have pulled the trigger on something else. Oh, that back air is huge. Spargo. Oh, no. Wow, nobody home for that one. This actually could be bigger. Spargo could take the lead back here. This is going to be huge. Leo trying to get that hit, and he's going to finally find it, but at the cost of 122, which means Spargo still very much so right in the hunt to take this 3rd game.
That's right. We have seen Spargo, take a deficit and turn it into something good for himself, but he's going to have to work twice as hard right now because Leo is just in peak form. Mythra is all over the place. That dash attack getting the job done. That 8-frame there is just smothering Cloud here in the corner. It's not really much right here for Spargo to do to get himself out of harm's way unless you go for a dare right there, just in the raw. Might as well.
All right. Going the way of Pyra. Immediate hitboxes galore, but going to use Mythra for the recovery. Nice, the quickest of nair, seemingly out of nowhere. And not picking any haphazard options out of shield.
No, sir.
I got to say, full compliments to Leo, the way he is completely taken over this game. Spargo, can we make it back? Yes, he can. Up tilt, going to be enough. Okay. Spargo. Emphasis on GOAT, which means he still has a chance.
Yeah, he most certainly does. And I like that he didn't go for the entirety of the charge. You still get the charge cancel mix-ups right there if you need to box up close and keep Leo on his toes, but he's glowing blue right now.
If I'm Leo, I don't want to give up an air dodge because I'd be a little shook if there's any potential of a finishing touch coming out. We've seen Spargo end stocks and they comes up like that before, but maybe the cross slash is the answer. It is!
Damn, and the pop off from Spargo, a well-deserved clutch moment right there. And that, again, that's textbook 101, just digging deep and really leaning into what makes your character as strong as they are. I love the fact, I more than like it, I love it right here. I love the fact that he did not charge up limit all the way again. And some of those earlier changes on Leo's approach back down off the Angel platform, you still get the charge cancel mix-ups. Didn't give him any sort of leeway in that regard. Charged up the limit and then utilize it accordingly. So clean.
I love what Spargo did. I said emphasis on GOAT, and what he did GOAT things right there, bro.
Yes, sir.
They make things happen, and that's exactly what happened to Spargo, despite MKLeo just really dictating the pace for at least 95% of that game.
Yes, sir.
Spargo still comes out with the victory. Now, with some momentum in hand, one game to go to get this big-time reset and keep this tournament rolling. I know it's past a lot of people's bedtimes, but damn it, if you see this action, you can't sleep anyway.
Yeah, that's right, man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep at night, man, depending on how this one's going to wrap up. My heart can't take it anymore. I'm getting old. I'm turning 30. My heart can't take this excitement, man.
That's what it is.
Okay. Nothing. Oh, yeah, there's more up specials. I love this right here. The stationary gameplay, the methodical approach, or maybe the lack thereof.
Oh, man.
Just kind of standing still and letting the damage come to him. And, yes, packing Leo ass up and getting him right up out of here. Spargo with the electrifying opening here. The charge cancels, forcing Leo to think twice on how he approaches, but letting him up B here this time. Leo might be hip to his wicked ways, bro. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, smart to go upper in the Pokemon Stadium that time.
Hey, I will say, man, once upon a time, Game 4 Legend, you know what I'm saying? Game 4 Leo, a thing of legends, but I don't know, bro. I don't know. It seems like Spargo trying to end that, you know what I'm saying? Not letting that be a case at all, and he is absolutely terrorizing Leo. Can't get anything started.
We might have ourselves a second set here on the horizon. Oh, yeah, you're done.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
actually
you're
really
here.
slick. I like that commitment, too. Wasn't too focused about simply making it back to the center of the stage, right? It's like, you know what? I have an opportunity to get the stock. Let me take it. And he does just that. Here we go.
That's right. I'm loving what I'm seeing here. Not making sure that he's not Pyra when he's caught into the corner. Making sure that he is a Mithra, but it doesn't matter. Corner, center, stage, platforms, it don't matter, man. Spargo said there's death to put right here, and I am dishing it out accordingly, my boy.
Rod, I got a feeling, man. I'm feeling like a true grand finals is on the way.
Yes, sir.
One stock for Spargo. Can he do it? Clear things out. My goodness, Leo just cannot get anything going. Complete 180 of the last game.
Oh, my goodness. But wait a minute. Okay, catches him in the corner. The get-up attack right there. Kind of panicking. Does not want to be caught in the corner when you have Mithra pressing buttons on you on shield. Standing jab. Back up, bro. Okay, good up smash. Again, just sending that message. You can't jump around on me for free. I do have anti-air options as quick as you are, Mithra. But that down tilt, man, I can't stress it enough. That is such a party starter.
Yes.
And depending on the percent fill, a party ender as well.
That's what it looking like, man. The Swan Song could be coming out for MKLeo. The back air going to find its mark, and Spargo in game number 4 gets the reset and putting MKLeo on notice that it ain't going to be that easy, and it damn sure ain't going to be the same case as winners finals.
Yeah, talk to him. We got ourselves another set here, possibly on the horizon, and I'm loving what I'm seeing here. MKLeo showcasing how you play Pyra Mithra to top level, but the problem is this, man. Sometimes you just jump a little too early in on Spargo, and he's not playing you in that high-octane sort of mindset. Sometimes he just stays center stage, and he just lets the damage come to him. And I'm going to be real with you, man. You start jumping too much, up smash is going to come out, and it's going to get the job done, or maybe even up special as well, too. So let's see what we get right here. Strong opening here from MKLeo, 31%, quickly putting on this percent and racking it up.
There you go, man. I would like to welcome everybody to True Finals.
Yes, sir.
Spargo losing to MKLeo in Winners Finals gets the first set of grands, though, and it's only appropriate that as long as it's been since these two have faced off in tournament, that we go to a third set to crown a winner here at Major Upset. Let's see who wants it more. Sticking with the Aegis is Leo, determined to prove this character can not only get the wins, but it can capture the entirety of a tournament as well.
Talk to him, EE, man. Both of these two sides working very harder than hard, okay? I mean, you don't get to true finals, man, just slugging it around, man. You're working hard mentally and physically right now, but I need him to press the right buttons physically because he needs to get back onto solid ground. That forward air is always applied thoroughly here from Spargo, but so is the foresight into the up smash. You ain't the only one with anti-air options, said Leo.
That's true, man. Sometimes, you know, Spargo will, of course, mix it up. We understand, like the air dodge sometimes, but he'll be certainly aggressive with those returns to the stage, too. That time, Leo using his aggression against him. I'm going to get that first stock looking pretty nice at the moment. That's one thing against Spargo, and he's continued to prove it anytime we've seen him on screen, Rod. Even at a deficit, he is still incredibly dangerous, and that dash attack, one of those reasons why.
And I love that they're both utilizing dash attack. I feel like in a lot of times, I just don't see as much of it, especially on Cloud's behalf.
Uh-huh.
But whoa, did he just empty? What the? Oh, okay. Okay, it doesn't even matter what I was talking about right there because we need to talk about that interaction. That is just how you put a stock to bed.
And I'm telling you, bro, you're going to go ahead and put that clip right on Fresh Cut because I'm telling you, more people need to see it. Leo doing it for the app and the people.
Talk to him, man. A man of the people indeed right now. He has to put this specific person right here to bed. He has one more stock to get it done. But as we've seen right here, what really has been a lead to Spargo, okay, is this means one more stock for me to have to take with ease.
Sir.
Back throw. No, going to go for the up throw there that time. Great mix-up, getting him off of his feet. Okay, now he's going for, he's going to let the cross slash sing right there, and I like that. Probably anticipating another short hop there. Just wanted to meet him halfway. Standing jab. Yeah, I got a frame 2 jab, bro. Back up.
I'm telling you, this
Back
is
up.
nuts. Like the momentum swings between these two, between games. Big swing from Spargo on that one, but not enough to claim the stock. How about that forward tilt? Let's see. Leo going to go low here. Oh, bring out actual Pyro. Oh, goes for a setup, waiting for the air dodge. Spargo not giving it up, but throws out a back air.
Okay, man, this is exactly what we want to see. I'm so glad you talked about the importance of that back air for both of these two players, especially on Spargo's behalf. That's kind of been his calling, the threat of it. And then, of course, even without the threat, just even when it lands, very safe, very tough right here for even a quick character like Mythra to have to deal with. Back into the corner, nothing off the F smash. She steps into that thing.
It's still anybody's game. I'll direct your attention back to the previous opening grand final set.
Sure.
Game number 3, Leo seemingly having it well in hand. In a similar situation like this too, with Spargo at that very high percent, and Spargo was able to mount the comeback, which sparked the revolution to take us to true finals. Can he do it again, Rod? Take this first game. He's looking, it's looking kind of promising. Oh, no, Leo!
Now, wait a minute.
Oh, Leo, what happened there?
Now, it wasn't supposed to wrap up like that. I mean, it was going to wrap up some type of way, but in the SD, I tell you what, man, again, the overall pressure that Spargo's been bringing in the corner is enough to make even one of the most talented man in the business falter just a little bit, man.
I'm telling you, and I will continue to reiterate my point I've been saying for months. The only problem with his age is he cannot close the games when he needs to sometimes.
That's right.
And right there, kind of a textbook example, kind of choking that away with that SD.
Sure.
And Spargo just getting a little bit of a reprieve, like, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'm up 1 game. We only got 1 set to play. I only need 2 more.
That's
What
right.
you got, Leo?
Show me something new, all right? Because I know this character just as well as you do. And going to go for a Nair out of shield smart. And I like some of these earlier opening options here from MKLeo again. Some of these options out of shield, these low percent kung fu combos. You're up close on the body. I can break you down like Bruce Lee. But what happens when the percent starts to trail on? It seems like it kind of shifts more into Spargo's favor.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, Cloud can put early percent on too, but when it comes to KO options and Pyro Rain here, I got you beating the strength department, Mythra. Woo!
All right.
Okay, these platforms don't belong to you. I'm making your life a living hell on the way back down to solid ground.
Oh, nice. I
my.
like that. Nice little footwork to get that forward tilt to connect. And Spargo, I mean, you can just tell right now, Rod, he is absolutely feeling it.
He's in a different mindset.
Yeah, shades of what we saw in the last set, and that's exactly what MKLeo needs to avoid, right? He's got to figure out a way to kind of cool this momentum out. Did such a good job at those games that he won. A lot of great punishes on air dodge, right? On just whiff attacks from Spargo.
Yes,
a
right.
lot of foresights and parries, but haven't seen too many of that thus far.
Yeah, unfortunately not. What we are seeing, though, we're seeing stronger gameplay on both halves in the corner. Leo a little bit more comfortable in the corner this time, at least when it comes to putting on percent. We didn't really see that in their first exchange in winners finals, and he was a little bit more timid, but he was open to the idea in the first set of grands. Right now, he's not letting him back on stage without a fight. And I want to see a little bit more of this because Spargo has been, he's been an absolute menace out there. Magnifying glass, legs up underneath Pokemon Stadium, it don't matter.
Yeah.
He's been everywhere and then some.
Telling no lies right now.
Okay, there's another Nair right now, mixing them up.
Okay, there we go. Yep. All right. Spargo getting back to some aggressive options. Okay, has that limit. Let's see how MKLeo is able to navigate around this. Got to be pretty careful. Smart. Disengage in some of these tight corner spots, right? Don't give him an option to hit that back air or maybe just let a cross slash rip. You kind of want him to either expend it on a recovery or just throwing out a random blade beam, but not gonna have any option as it just times out.
Yeah, unfortunately enough. And he's so good at the manageability of that too. Again, we've talked about it before, just not charging up all the way because you still want the option of the charge cancel to kind of mix up your approach options. Cloud has a good jab, great approach options at early percent. Those same options I put on percent take stocks, you can see right there with that back air. But the fact remains the same. The more mix-ups, the better. And as you see right now, this is exactly why he has to lead here in this regard. 100%. We will see how long it can last when Pyra is in the building. Can't get those feet back on the ground.
Yeah.
Figure it out and fast.
Seeing Leo at some points does a good job playing around the limit, but playing around the limit and playing around Spargo are two different things
Talk to him.
entirely. He's finding that out the hard way. Forward tilt to end that. Meaty hitbox coming to the rescue.
Okay.
See what this final stock has in store for us.
I'm afraid. I don't know if my heart can handle these two young men playing at this level of efficiency. I am scared shitless. I'm going to be real with you, bro. Foresight. I got the force. I got the reads on you, my boy. I seen you coming a mile away. Okay, nice short hop nair again. That's been a daunting task for Spargo to try to work around, especially about that corner. I mean, again, it's not enough to take any stocks, but it gets him off stage. Big nair, big back air.
Wow.
We're going up in a big way right here to this next and potentially final game for MKLeo.
Again, the weaknesses of Aegis on the recovery. Spargo, somebody who plays this character at an extremely high level as well, just knowing and exploiting them time and time again. And now finds himself up 2 games to none in the guaranteed final set of the tournament. Does Leo have a rally, man? One last hoorah. Can we figure out a way to not only take 1 game, Rod,
I'm listening,
but 3 in a row?
3.
He was on the winner side of Grands. We on even footing with everything except for that game count.
Now these two right here played the most sets versus each other of anybody else, just given the sheer nature of the bracket format. So, I mean, it goes without saying that sooner or later, depending on who's winning, the other side's going to start to figure some things out.
Yeah.
And I think Spargo's done just that. He's done his homework on the fly, and he's getting it done right here in a big way. Let's see what MKLeo can do right here to adjust. Okay, nothing off the grab. Okay, cross up there. I've got you. I'm reading you, though. Watch how you approach me. I got these up Bs.
Ooh. Nice, okay. Starting to put together some strings right out the gate. This is what Leo needs, a hot start, right? A hot start to just figure out a way to cool down Spargo. He's been a terror thus far, but it's still MKLeo. We know that this man is more than capable of putting it together.
He is very, very potent when he needs to be. And if there's ever a time to turn it up, damn it, it is most certainly not. Now, you got the lead, and you got Pyra on deck. It's going to take 1 straight hit right here to get Cloud up out of here. But he knows you're struggling to land. I got that limit. Doesn't matter if I'm in the deficit. If you can't get back onto solid ground, I can be everywhere at once. It feels. There's the blade beam, forcing the low recovery. Not going to be able to go high through that. Oh, okay. He's like, oh, yeah, center stage. I'm going to go for the standing jab. Respect me.
Oh, yeah, I was surprised he goes for the up smash. Felt like he was a little too far the first time, but certainly not the second. At 150, he will claim the first stock of game number 3.
Okay. Now he's whipping a lot of these grabs up close. I'm liking these adjustments from MKLeo, showing him that he's not afraid to get up close and personal right here on Spargo. Spargo kind of electing. He's inviting that sort of gameplay up close. Whoa!
Oh, okay.
I gotta try. I ain't Pyrus. I gotta charge this one up. Just give me a second. Give me a second. It's almost here.
All right, what do we got right now? Tight little neutral developing, smart stuff for Spark. Kind of baited him in. Definitely loves punishing Leo when he comes in. Try and open him up. Big grab, okay. Off stage, but not for long. Hold on now.
That's right. And this is the issue with MKLeo, I think, in some of these exchanges. When you're off, when you get him in the corner, you're so good because the sheer nature of Myth and her combo streams can push you from one end of the stage to the other. She can go coast to coast. But all that matters is how you going to handle, how you going to get that stock taken in the corner. You keep allowing Spargo to come back. This might come back to bite him right here. Another back air. Can't quite figure this thing out. Spargo towards center stage is a very dangerous Spargo if I've ever seen one.
That's facts.
Down throw. Another back air. He just can't get back on the stock. Yeah, he's done. Don't even go for forward there, he said, Phil. Don't do it.
He said, I got the anti-airs on deck to keep you in check if I need to. But that up smash, no one hits him like Spargo, I'm telling you. Oh, got a little greedy with that dash attack. Leo, can we capitalize? Oh my goodness, just letting that thing rip. Rod, the crowd has come to life. They understand Spargo 1 stock away from getting major upset, claiming the championship, snatching away from Leo, who was, again, I remind you, on the winner's side of Grand Final. Seems like such a distant memory with all the games we've seen fought thus far.
They have played so many games together, and Spargo has shown the importance of adaptation! Oh! And that's gonna do it! Spargo with the pop-off is your major upset. Grand Finals champion, taking it over, MKLeo.
That's just what he does, the pop-off to boot. Leo got caught trying to get back. I mean, he was under duress, I understand it, but these crowds, these chants, and the adulation from the crowd, so well warranted and deserved, as FaZe Spargo is your major upset champion.
Wow, that is how you do it right there. Spargo wins major upset, friends. what a journey this has been.
I'll tell you what, I see what they did right there. I see the way you cut off the name right there. Kind of way he cut off MKLeo's top on that one.
Damn, did you just...
Slicing and dicing, man.
He was wheeling and dealing, slicing and dicing, bobbing and weaving. I got a million of them, but you know the job had to be done, and Spargo did it right there in the big way. That's right, taking pictures like the true celeb he is.
That's what it is, man. Nothing but respect to MKLeo for sure. Him and Spargo, two of the elite warriors in this game. You knew it was going to be a hell of a showdown, and we appreciate them both for giving us a show. 3 sets in total, in fact. But at the end of it, coming out of the gulag is that man right there, Spargo.
Spargo, man. Again, just the top player mindset you have to play that many sets. It's very rare that we see 2 players at this level play this many times. Spargo having to fight through losers. MKLeo having to fight with that mental reset, that mental check. Like, yeah, bro, I just reset you.
Yeah.
Now you got to bring your A again because I'm warmed up. I think I figured it out. And unfortunately enough, despite he lost a little steam, Spargo felt very comfortable. In the first 2 sets, Spargo felt like he was kind of playing the MKLeo game just a little bit too much, approaching him too haphazardly, trying to keep up with Mythra. I think he realized if I open up strong and force her to come to me, as great as Nair is, as great as her aerials are, if she whiffs anything, I got up B out of shield, I got back her when I got her in the corner. I'm feeling A-okay.
Yeah, I agree. And one of the biggest things I think was smart for Spargo, too, in that losers finals against Riddles, saw the Aegis game 1 and then went to the Cloud, knowing I need to get this Cloud nice and warmed up for MKLeo, right? So took a little bit of a gamble, had some rocky starts, but was able to, clutch it up right there, instilling a lot of confidence in the Cloud, and it obviously paid off, taking 2 sets over MKLeo in Grand Finals to, again, become the champion. Big shouts to Fresh Cut for the extra $2,500 thrown in the pot. Obviously, for the Amazon gift cards they're giving away as well. Like I said, download the app, go over to EEVSU on Fresh Cut app, leave a comment in my last video, and there you go. You're entered to win. It's just that simple. I'll make sure they pick it by at least tomorrow for sure for you guys. But man, hell of a tournament, man. First time in Portland, Oregon, and needless to say, it was memorable. And it was an honor to do it with you, man. I felt like the commentary was on point, and I had a great time. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as well, man. I don't know what else to say.
This was a phenomenal show from start to finish. The Pacific Northwest is back. I mean, it was not like they were ever gone in the first place, but, you know, given the nature of the Smash calendar back in the day, I mean, that's the story. You know how that went. All that needs to be said right now is that the Pacific Northwest got something to say between this, Port Priority, and Battle of BC. Book your plane tickets and come on up here, all right? And bring a jacket.